Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And here I have a great article for you guys from Light Reading. I will leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So I'll start off with this. For those of you who don't know what Open RAN means, I will make this very simple because it is really just that simple. Just think of it as closed RAN and Open RAN. Open RAN means you can use any vendor, anytime, for any reason. That's what that means. It's open. It's not closed. Although in this article, it states Open RAN now justifies using a single vendor. And this is specifically related for AT&T because they are the first to make this bold of a move, right? They're going from Nokia. They're ripping Nokia markets. They're going to Ericsson. Recently, there was also a possible discovery that they're also getting rid of the Comsco panels. So they're going to be 100% Ericsson at some point in the future, when that's, of course, fully completed 100% across the entire network. So while they go through that process, there's going to be growing pains, right? Because they got to get 5G cores built out in these these rip and replaces. They got to get FirstNet on board. They just got to go through a bunch of stuff very quickly. Over the next 24 months, they want to get 70% of that converted. So that's a very aggressive move. Now, here's what I want to point out that people, I think some of these analysts and people that make these articles fail to miss. So they're saying, does this really justify a single vendor when Open RAN stands for using multiple vendors? So I want to make this clear. AT&T is doing this specifically for a cost-cutting measure. There are speculations out there that Nokia makes faulty equipment. It's bad equipment. It has fans in it. Again, I can comment on that in a speculation way because there's nothing factual out there. If AT&T came out and said publicly, hey, we are moving away from Nokia because their equipment is bad, we don't like the performance, then we could openly talk about that. But for now, I can only speculate. That's all I can do. So is the Nokia equipment bad? Perhaps. Maybe we can speculate. Looking at everything, right? We can even maybe point to some evidence and say, look, if Ericsson gave AT&T a sweetheart deal, Nokia could have easily matched that or went even a little bit lower, but they didn't. So maybe it was, or maybe they did, and AT&T was just like, look, we're getting a great deal here. In theory, it's better equipment because we still don't know because of the O-RAN situation. So we'll just move ahead and move forward with Ericsson. Now, this puts Ericsson in a tight position, in a difficult position, because now they have to follow AT&T, so to speak. So if they ever come out with a higher price that AT&T doesn't like, remember Open RAN, you can easily switch to a new vendor. They could go back to Nokia or they could go to Samsung and say, hey, look, we want to negotiate a deal. We now have Open RAN and we can get you quickly on board. So that puts Ericsson in a tough spot because now they may have no room to negotiate or increase pricing on AT&T because they might lose 40-50% of that network again sometime in the future. So that's just something that I wanted to leave you guys with in this video. Again, Open RAN means you can use any vendor, Nokia, Samsung, regardless. And this puts Ericsson in a more difficult position because now they negotiated a good price. They got the entire AT&T network. But in the future, when these contracts run out, they want to renegotiate. There may be a time when they need to increase pricing for whatever reason. Then, AT&T has them by the balls, so to speak. And they can tell them, look, if you want to raise prices, go ahead. But we'll let you know right now, we are Open RAN. So 50% of that network is going to another vendor very quickly if you don't bring down your pricing. That's the position that AT&T will be in once 100% of that network is fully O-RAN. So leave all your comments in the comment section down below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. If you're new, follow the social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.